channel. So today we're going to be talking about my most used products. I couldn't see myself doing my makeup without having these products that are really staples within my makeup routine. So I also just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all the love and support that you guys showed me on my first video. I was really overwhelmed. To be honest with you, I was really nervous like to post the video and for everybody to see it, but you guys are really supportive, and thank you enough or tell you how much it meant to me. Let me know that, you know, what I was doing was appreciated and that you guys liked it, so I am coming back with some more videos for you. I did get a lot of questions about this is my favorite that is, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna jump on camera and do a video on all of my favorite products, or my Holy Grail products. I'm gonna try to go along with how I put on my makeup. So we'll do it that way, and I'll go ahead and jump into the video. So let's get started. So first I'm gonna go in with this lip exfoliator. And this is by Lush Cosmetics. So this is what I put on my lips to start off with, so that way my lips are nice and smooth and exfoliated. And then typically I'll go in with these little EOS balls. They're just basically a chapstick, and I'll put that in the morning to moisturize because obviously I do my lips last. Then I'll go in and start with my eyebrows. I do my eyebrows first, then my eyes, and then the rest of my face, just in case I want to go in with a darker color. I don't have a bunch of fallout underneath my eyes. But I use a product I've never really heard people talk about on YouTube before, and so I do plan on filming a tutorial, because if I did not have this, then I would be looking like I had some janky eyebrows. Like it would be rough. So I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills stencil. I put the stencil and go in with the Dip Brow pomade in blonde. Now this is a really thick consistency. You just put it on with a brush, and that's how you go in and you fill in and sculpt your eyebrows. This is what it looks like. And like I said, mine is in the color blonde. It's the lightest color they have, just because I have blonde hair, obviously, so I don't want really dark eyebrows to match my, or to go with my blonde hair. So next we're going to talk about primers. Primers are the most important things, in my opinion, in your makeup routine, because you want to make sure you have a solid base laid down, so that way whenever you go in with your foundation or you go in with your eyeshadow, one, you don't have fallout all over the place, but two, they're actually going to last longer if you put on a primer. So I do not ever stray away from MAC Painterly Paint Pot. It is my Holy Grail, cannot live without product. If I had to have one product to choose from that I had to have, it would be this. So it comes in a little pot like this, and this is kind of embarrassing, but I need to go get another one because this is how much I have left. So you can see I literally have scraped the sides, and what it is it's just a base that you put on right before you go in with eyeshadow, and it's the color, like I said, it's Painterly, so it's like a skin color. It absolutely changes the way that your eyeshadow goes on and applies, and it makes it stay on a lot longer. Next, let's talk about some eyeshadows. So if I was stranded on a desert island and I had to bring one palette, and one palette only, it would be my Makeup Geek palette. These eyeshadows are so pigmented, only $5.99. Now they do have full shadows, and I'll talk about both of those. Quality, I would definitely compare these to MAC. So this shade right here, I use it on anything that I do. Whether I'm pulling from another palette, or if I'm just not really doing any makeup that day and I just want to throw on an eyeshadow, this eyeshadow right here, I don't even have to tell you which one it is because I already know it's Peach Smoothie. So let me just show you how pigmented these are. I'm going to get this color right here. Okay, you ready for this? Boom. So as you can see, I mean, just one swipe and you're done. And then they also have the full shadows. Makeup brands come out with these like metallic-y eyeshadows or whatnot. You get to brushing the top of it off, and then it's like the rest of the eyeshadow is nothing but powder. These are a lot different. So I only have 5 full shadows, and they're right here. But let me just show you how great these are. I'll do 2 of them. So they're really pigmented as well. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm going to be really honest with you guys. Before Makeup Forever came out with their Step 1 equalizers, I always used primers because everybody knows that you need to put primer on before you put on foundation. Just like you put primer on your eyes before you go in with eyeshadow. But I honestly never felt like any of the primers that I used made a difference. I just put them on because I knew that was the step that I needed. before I put on my foundation. But even though these have not been out that long, they are Holy Grail products. I feel like I won't even have to go out and buy another primer because these primers are that good. But I'm just going to run through these really fast. So the first one, like I said, I already mentioned it in my other video, is the Step 1 mattifying. It does exactly what it says it's going to do. Wherever you put it on your face, you're going to be completely matte for the whole day, no questions asked. The next one's going to be the Radiant Primer, and so you can see it comes out yellow and it makes your face glow. If you like your skin to be glowy, you're going to want to use this. What is up with my hair? Come on, girlfriend, get it together. So the next and last primer I'm going to talk about is the Base Smoothing Primer. This one is probably my favorite out of all three. Just because there's some days where I want to be super matte and I don't want any type of shine in my face. There's going to be days where I want to be really luminous and glowy and things like that. And then there's every other day. And so that's whenever this one comes in handy. I have just a smaller one because my friend Jacqueline actually picked it up for me at Ebates. So if you have any type of acne or scarring or anything like that, this is going to be really good because it's going to go in and it's going to act like basically an additional base to your face. It's going to give you a clean, smooth slate to work with, and that way you can just go in and apply foundation and you know, your face looks really even. It's gonna smooth out the texture on your face. So if you have those kind of problems going on, I definitely suggest it. I just love it because the way that it feels on your face, I don't know how to describe it. It's like having another layer on your face. So my most used are my favorite foundations. These two foundations are the complete opposite. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that. The first one is going to be the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and it's actually what I'm wearing on my face today. So here's what they look like. It does exactly what it says it does. It stays in place all day. It doesn't move. It is really thick though. So for you guys that like a lighter consistency foundation, it's not going to be for you. But those folks, like I mentioned earlier, if you have acne, if you have scarring or things like that, it's really great to cover that up. And I've also heard of a lot of people that have like rosacea and things like that on their face, and they love that foundation just because it's so full coverage. Now they don't actually come with a pump. I go and get the pumps at MAC. If you haven't heard me say this before, I prefer a pump all day long over just like pouring out foundation. Just because the fact that if you are pouring it out, one, you can actually pour out too much and then you're wasting product, or you purposely pour out too much, then you're wasting product again. And I just feel like it's better just to have a pump. It's a lot easier. And so I always prefer a pump. The other one I'm going to talk about is the Dior Nude Air Foundation. Now, the reason I like this, it's really light. But even though it's really light, it does give you a lot of coverage and it's really buildable. So you can put multiple layers on if you want to have it even more full coverage look. The best thing about this foundation though is it seriously looks like your skin. You can put it on and it won't even look like you're wearing foundation, in my opinion. It does cover up. It's still lightweight. It like feels like you're not even wearing anything on your face, and that's really great, especially in the summertime. I don't want anything heavy on my face. I just want to go out and be comfortable. I don't know. Full coverage, lightweight. This is what you want. Next, I'm going to talk about concealers. So there's two concealers that I have been going back and forth with. MAC Pro Longwear or my LA Girl Pro Concealer. Both of these are really great concealers. The MAC is great because it has a pump, super long lasting, it does not settle and define lines. And then the LA Girl Pro Concealer is really awesome because it's really inexpensive. I think it's like $3 or $4. It has a really awesome applicator on it. You can see that. Blends out really nice. See? So for the price point, you really can't beat it. Another thing, which I'm using right now, which is a holy grail on my vanity, is toilet paper. I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but there's always something that I'm going to need toilet paper for. For instance, I put on gel eyeliner and I use a brush, and what I do is I like take the brush and I like put it in and go like this, so that way the brush is more pointy, or I'll mess something up. It doesn't matter. I always have to have toilet paper. Put on my foundation and my concealer. I like to bronze and highlight. But for the most part, these are things that, like I said, I just really couldn't live without, and they're products that you really can't go wrong with. So if you haven't tried them out, and you do try them out, then let me know, and let me know how you like them. My favorite bronzer ever is going to be the Hoola Benefit bronzer. This is what it looks like. Now, most people will look at this and think, oh my gosh, that's way too light. And yes, it looks really light on the pan, but it's actually the bronzer I'm wearing today. I don't know if you can tell, but looks a lot lighter than it actually is. So don't be fooled just by the appearance of it, because it's a really great bronzer. It's really easy to blend out, and it, you know, I use it in the wintertime and the summertime. So it's great all year round to use, and it does actually come with a little brush, which is great, even though I lost the brush. So I don't have the brush to show you. So another thing I've been loving, and I will probably talk about this a little bit more in another video, but the Ben Nye banana powder. What I do, and I did not do it today because it's in a rush, but if I'm going in and doing a heavy contour, or really just contouring in general, normally I am not very even on both sides. So what I use that for is I will go in after I've contoured, and I will set underneath my contour with a banana powder, and I will let it set on there while I finish my blush and my highlight. And then after I'm done, I just go in and wipe it off, and then it almost makes your face look more structured. If you go in and you get a little bit muddy on your contour, or you contoured a little bit too low and you need to bring it back up, then it's really, really great for that. So I highly recommend that. You know, if you really want to do like a one-stop shop and get everything all in one, so you don't have to go get this product or that product, if you're looking for powders, the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette is amazing. I used to use the Anastasia one, but then once this one came out, I haven't even touched it. It has a lot of colors that are really universal, and if you're super pale or really dark, because it has 3 different shades. And I like that, because then whenever I'm pale in the wintertime, or not pale, but whenever I'm lighter in the wintertime, I can use it. And I'll typically go for these shades right here, or these shades. But then look, in the summertime when you're really dark, you have a great highlight and a great contour. So for blushes, if you want some pigment, bam, Makeup Geek. The first day I got these blushes, I got up the next morning, I was really excited. I went to go put them on. I went in with my blush brush, and I was swirling it around, and I went to tap it on my face, and I was like, oh my gosh. It looked like I just threw paint on my face, because that's how pigmented it is. So my 3 favorites in this palette will be Bliss, Summer Fling, and Infatuation. So these are my 3 favorites. Obviously this is going to be on like a more lighter day, more subtle blush. This, of course, whenever you're tan, this is going to look a lot better than maybe whenever you're a little bit lighter. And then this one is, you know, sometimes I like to go in with a blush that is a little bit more brown tone, so that way you can just kind of do away with the bronzer. So that way you can kind of do away with the bronzer if you're in a hurry on the way to work. So let me just show you the pink and the brown one at how pigmented they are. I'm trying to wipe my hand off from all these other swatches. You see that? $9.99. That's how much they are. Go get them. I mean, why? I don't even know why you would pay more. I think blushes in the drugstore are just as much. Okay, so I went ahead and got a highlighter. Now, I'll be honest with you, most of the time when I'm going for a highlight, I want like a bam, in your face highlighter. So you cannot go wrong with the Mary Lou Manizer by The Balm. The Balm actually goes on sale at Hot Look quite often, and I think that I got this highlighter for $12. So I'll try to keep you guys in touch maybe on my Instagram, and next time I see that they go on sale, like, so you, I mean, do you see that? I mean, I don't even have to be like, look at this. You know what I mean? Like, you can, holy crap, look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. But after I do my highlighter, that's whenever I normally do my mascara, because I go ahead and do my top mascara, and then I do underneath my eye, whatever kind of shadow I'm going in with that day, and then I do my bottom mascara. So for mascaras, I'm sure everyone knows the struggle of when you've had a long day and you go home from work and then you look in the mirror and it looks like your mascara on the bottom is like drooped down, or it's all underneath your lashes, and then you're constantly going like this all day. Been there, done that. I play Giga Black Lash. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. Better. And this is the only thing that I use it for. It's just my bottom lashes, because it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't get all over your eyeshadow underneath your eyes. It doesn't get all underneath your eyes. It stays in place perfectly. And I will not ever use another mascara under my eyes. So anybody that's having that problem, because I used to use a L'Oreal, it was like in the black bottle with the gold tube, and I don't know, whenever I used to get home, I mean, it would be all up underneath my eyes, and I'd be like, girl, you look like, I don't know, you've been crying all day or something, you know? So you definitely don't want to look like that. And last but not least is All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Okay, so what it claims to do is keep your makeup on for 16 hours, no cracking, no fading, no melting off, which nobody wants their makeup to melt off. I can definitely see a difference. I don't know if I can say that it lasts for 16 whole hours and makes my makeup last that long, but it does prolong the wear of my makeup. So right when I'm running out the door, I will literally just spritz 3 times and then fan like this. Golly, that kind of got my eye. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye guys. Station on. Oh my god. Okay, wow. Ugh, I can't believe I just did that on camera. Writing is in Spanish. Like, my lips are really crusty, which I know sounds kind of gross.